Okay, I'm back after a good bit. Oh man, had a shower. I feel much better. Okay, so this seems to be the other side of the mine. We're gonna go around. You're gonna see why in a minute, but that's good that we got over here, so that we have that on the map. You can see the wasp nest stuff, like the crud, just on the side of the mountain. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna walk around. Because this, I think, is supposed to be... If you've ever played Skyrim, like how the dungeons there exit right into the... You know, like where you came from, basically.
That skill's not ready.
Like how so many of them just have a weird shortcut that just lead where you pull a chain on the wall and it just opens a rock and you just get right back to where you were at. Hold on, I forgot to check what time it is. Okay. On my phone. I'm using my phone as a timer. I think I mentioned that prior. Yeah, it keeps turning itself off. Also, I'm using it obviously with the guide open for the devotion shrines so that I kind of know where they're at. Now, in here, we're going to get one, if I remember right. Now, I think there's supposed to be a... No. Okay, I'm getting confused. The next section is where there's a portal. I thought that there was a portal at one of the entrances, so I figured I'd go around. But no. This ain't that. Also, that was incredible. Oh, goodness. So what we're going to be looking out for here is that. Royal Jelly. We need some of that. There's only one quest that uses it, if I remember right. So, like the Slith necklaces, we kind of want to just give enough to finish that quest whenever we get there. And be done with it. So that we don't have any more of it clogging up our inventory whenever we fight wasps. You know. It's no good having that stuff left over whenever you don't need it. I mean, you could put it in your share thingy so that you don't have to do the quest again, but, like... You know. Because there is, like, a share box that you could use between characters. I don't like using it. As strange as that may sound, I just don't like using it. I prefer getting my own gear. It's one of the reasons why I love playing as the Deprive, or equivalent in Souls-likes. I'm glad we got that dynamo. Oh, good grief, that guy has 116,000 health! What on earth?
I can't do that yet.
That kind of stopped me cold. I didn't realize that. Like, what the heck? Oh, what? Come on, what was that dodge? Yeah, okay, buddy. I need you out of the way anyway. Block, huh? Yeah, okay. We'll get him. Just another giant meat pile.
I can't do that yet.
He's gonna make a lot of salsa. Just a mountain of health. This guy ought to sell supplements. He should sell people whatever. He doesn't need a life of crime. He just needs to sell people his diet. Whatever he's doing to get 116,000 health. People would pay top dollar for that, especially in the apocalypse. Good grief.
That skill's not ready.
Man. Yeah, this guy should have infomercials on TV. Goodness.
I can't do that yet.
Ah, come on. Almost there. Come on, Mr. Balthazar. Excellent. Again, I don't think I'm gonna swap any of our current stuff for anything. I kind of like it where it is. I'll wait till there's like an obvious upgrade. Or unless for some reason there's something like particular. I'm kind of looking for really good chaos plus 20% light radius, really. I'm kind of looking for the stomach's giving me guff again. I'm kind of looking for really good chaos resistance and really good ethereal resistance. Everything else is kind of meh. Okay, there's the danger of a ton of demolitionists rearing its ugly head again. We've got this.
I can't do that.
Ah, this guy's an occultist. That heretic enemy. I think that's the mastery he's supposed to have. Nice, another dynamite. If I remember right, we need a ton, like, to get into the eastern marsh or whatever. In fact, I kind of want to go check that right now. Now, I just need to look at the map. I want to say the Eastern Marsh is East Marsh from Burwich Village Rift. Okay. Right. That's it. Okay. Did it say on the map that I have an That's the Gloomwald, I guess. Yeah. That right there is the Malmouth DLC stuff. Port Valbury is a very interesting place. If I remember right, it's entirely optional. And it's kind of like a one-shot dungeon thing. It's really weird to describe, but that dungeon is very odd. Now, as usual, we're gonna have to cut through here, like actually fight our way through here, if we don't want to end up barbecued. I don't know, we might be able to get through here just based on our physique and cunning level ups alone, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I just don't want to have to fight literally every single thing through here. There we go, it's up here. I think it's like 6 pieces. It's something ridiculous. Oh, just 1 dynamite. What am I thinking of that takes like 6? 10 scrap and 8,000 iron bits. Okay, pal. Well, I'll do that. Because I just want to run in there, and I need the claw. Right? I think I said I needed some kind of claw. Chipped claw. I should have one of those. Well, I might as well sell this stuff. Just use the mouse. I'll keep that. Did I want to keep... Yeah, nah. Keep that for deconstructing. Okay, I'll just put that other dynamite in the box for now. And the honey. So I need 10 scrap, huh? Take exact. And I need a claw. Just in case I need more than that. Shove this in here. Put this away. Put that away. Alright. I just desperately want to get that extra devotion point because, again, getting past the lizard and getting into the kraken is stupendously important as soon as we possibly can. It is imperative. It's not even something that's remotely optional. Okay, so now to switch over to the map version on the Steam guide. It's all the way at the eastern edge. This is going to be rough, by the way, especially since monster attacks slow opponents. That's bad. That's hyper bad. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, level 35. We might be able to kill these guys, but they will kill us very shortly. I bet if that guy hit me, it'd take 90% of my health. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe I'd be shocked. I'd rather not find out the hard way. I'd rather treat him like he's a massive, massive danger.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, it did not take as much HP as I thought. Excellent. That's going to make this palatable. Also, the massive amounts of XP are going to make it palatable too, I guess. Oh, they're infighting. Excellent. That over there is a, yeah, like a troll, basically. I know he's going to be bad news if he hits us with that club, though I think that's kind of obvious. Biff. There we go. Put him out of his misery. Yeah, see, all this gear is going to be literally 10 levels higher than we're supposed to have. That's the real problem here, is that there's a bunch of dudes with guns. Almost died there, yeah. Also with nets. What? 29 to 249 damage. You know? That doesn't make up for the +4 to cadence, though. But I'll keep it for now. Oh, I forgot that there were Bloodsworn here. That's gonna make everything 10 times worse. Oh, goodness. I don't think I've shown off the chthonic, the actual chthonics yet, have I? Well, they're gonna be shown off here in a minute, whether I like it or not. If I am intent, and I am kind of, on going through here the quote-unquote correct way. Like the legit way, if you will. I can't take too many of them fireballs. Outranging them is how I'm gonna get through this. It's cool that you can shoot them out of the air, but like I'm not relying on that either. Just raw spacing and pacing. Alright. Oh, good grief. Just need to clear enough of them. I legit just need an area large enough that if and when... Because if it's at the very end of this area, there's a good chance that there's going to be a very... Oh, here's Chthonian enemies. They're ugly, and those guys are going to do a ton of damage if they hit me. I know I said that about the last dudes, but I want to say that that is absolutely true of those things. Chthonic enemies typically just hit very hard. That's kind of their shtick. Yeah, see that? Just, like, right there. The main, like, gimmick of Chthonic enemies is that they hit very hard, they move very fast, and come in large numbers, and can be summoned over and over again. It's nightmare stuff, watch. Like, 3 of those dudes hitting you at once is enough, well, hitting my guy at once is enough to basically put him on the brink of death. And it's not uncommon in normal mode for when things get serious in areas full of these kind of guys to have just like 20 of those things running after. Like, I'm not joking, there's parts of this game where you can have like 10, 12, 15 of those things just swarming you. Not the big ones necessarily, but the little ones still do good damage. And in fact, the dungeon that I skipped earlier, oh, and that's another thing, is these guys, like, they're tanky. Just, Now this should be what leads over to what we want. Like, I'm not gonna stay here or do anything else that doesn't have anything to do with what we're actually here to do. Which is to say, getting the, you know, the shrine. Hold on, I'm gonna look out, zoom out, and compare this. Okay, so there should be a part where right, like a little landmass jutting out. I'm trying to identify where on this map I'm actually at. I don't know if the map is the same enough between playthroughs to be reliable on this section. Yeah, like, I don't know how much of this actually changes or not with each, by playthrough, I mean actually the map generation or whatever. But the gist of what I'm seeing is that if you go far enough north or south and east, you will eventually get there. So we're going to go north first, and then we'll flip the camera around so that we have sight advantage. And comb this eastern wall southward if necessary. I'm not interested in no cathedrals. I just want... Yeah, I ain't interested in any of this, guys. I'll leave you alone. I'm like positive that it's not going to be over there. But I do want to clean this out, and not for the loot either. Though I'll take it. South it is. Okay, I'll just have to remind myself that it's left. That west is left. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, us running into chthonic enemies was kind of a red flag, if you will, because I remember that the Desecrated Shrine in this region is next to a bunch of these fellas, the trolls and such, not a bunch of chthonic dudes. Now, if I can just be successful in removing enough of them, those guys will hurt if they hit, like, a lot. Ooh. That's not funny. Oh man, I could feel that in every sphincter from my head to my foot. The anticipation of that guy hitting, like, bringing that club down on my dude's head. That was not a fun feeling. That's lame.
That skill's not ready.
There we go. Can you shoot the dog instead of the lootable, please? Thank you. Just heal tank through this. If this stupid thing can just heal itself infinitely, then yeah, I'm just gonna run past it, by the way. Alright, good. Yeah, if I somehow didn't have the damage to kill it, then I don't have the patience to deal with it. I'll just run right past it. I guess I'll pick that up. Matriarch, huh? Oh goodness, not the mosquitoes. They're gonna do tons of bleed damage. Or not, or they could just get stuck on terrain, be completely helpless. Ah! That works for me. Okay, I still want to clear land to the south. Not messing with no gun guy. Take out the meat shields first. After scratching my ear, about to get hit in the head with a giant hatchet. A troll-sized hatchet. Okay, barely avoided that fate, I think. That's bad. I did not want anybody else involved in this. But I also do not want to get uninvolved in that fight. Just heal tank through this, hopefully. There we go. Right on time, boys. Let's finish this. Perfect. Okay. The thing is that I'm trying to make like an area where I know it's safe to run through. I'm dropping that and the pants and these other pants. Okay, let me look at the map. That's a decent enough. That's a decent enough thing, I think. Like a decent enough area. Okay, this is gonna be rough. 2 yellow trolls. Yellow rarity. I guess it's not that bad. They're not as, I mean, they're still dangerous, but they're not as, let's say, thick-skinned as I thought they'd be. Dude, I don't need that. Alright. Arcanist, 3 points. We're very close. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, since I'm just operating with camera advantage in mind here. Muddy note, huh? You know, this probably ain't a bad place to farm if you wanted to do the Grim Dawn equivalent of power leveling, but I don't really like that for reasons I believe I've already, like, kind of stated in earlier episodes. Okay, let's get to that muddy note then, and pray that nothing sneaks up on us. Wow, that was a lot of XP, huh? Yeah, this man was not very smart. Drop that, I don't need or want that. Yeah, that guy's not terribly smart. Seeing a campfire off in the distance and hearing a language you don't understand is not an invitation to go up and talk to the people there in a strange, like, marsh. Also, you can look at these boys, how they look compared to my dude. You would not confuse, I don't care how dark it is, if they're next to a fire, you're gonna see them and you're not gonna confuse them for just humans. Like, come on. Okay, Mr. Gun, you're not gonna keep running away from me forever. There, got the gunman. That's what matters. I can just kite the rest of these idiots, but that gunman was a real problem. Just like one button man's a real problem for the same reason, really. Except he's got, you know, the moves. The duck and the dive and the dip and the dodge and all that. Might as well clear this out too. I would like to just shoot the giant dog, thank you. Just the giant dog, thank you. Thank you. I'm telling you, I don't know what is with the, like, aim assist on this, but it can do some goofy stuff. Okay, I'm convinced this is the correct path. We've got a good area behind us cleared out in case of the necessity of evacuation, which looks like it may be imminent. Yes, it is in fact imminent. Hey, I'll take getting one out of the way. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and let our constitution heal us up on the way back. Or not. I don't know what I just picked up there, but... Oh, that guy threw a net. Nice. Cool, bro. You're now on my target list. Thanks. Like, imminent destruction list. It's a short list, if you believe it. Viewer at home. Or wherever you're viewing this, I guess. I guess you don't have to be at home in the wonderful age of the internet. And the cell phone. Or lacks void touched, a special mosquito. That's not great. A teleporting... Okay, and this idiot needs to get lost. There we go. Talk about having enough on my plate. You know, next level up, I'll be able to, if I can make those pants, equip them of the experience gain variety, and the belt, too. That would be pretty good. The Scarlet Marksman. 98 to 146. That's not actually that good. This rifle's better than that one just by the top end. Yeah, but 38% physical damage converted to chaos damage. Yeah, never mind. that's doo-doo butter. that's not good. I definitely don't want that. I'd rather have physical than chaos damage. Or ethereal damage, for that matter. I believe that might be where we need to go. Regardless, it'll be good XP. And catharsis shooting this idiot. Okay. let's take a step back. Scratch my ear, get some Diet Coke in me. Adjust my posture. Adjust the camera. Okay, he's not alone, so... And he has ranged backup, that's not good. He's got a Nova, that's also not good. Let's plink at this guy from the back. This is kind of, you know, demonstrating yet again the advantage of having a ranged character. Oop. I do not want to get hit by him. Okay. I'm telling you, these guys. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Not sure how the other guy died, but I'm glad he did. I don't know. I don't need to know how. I just need to know that he did. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that this is the correct path, sorta. Oh goodness. This is miserable. I cannot just stand there and take damage. I need for them to thin out. There we go. Perfect. Heal tank, please. There we go, another one down. That's too much. Not today, bud. You're going down. Got him in the back. Like the coward he is. Did he seriously heal the troll guy? Because that's, like, abominable. Okay, I just need the stupid knot dog to get iced. There we go. Excellent. Slowly whittling down a path through the swamp. Who healed him? What on earth was that about? Who or what healed him? I demand an answer. I'm not going to get one. But, you know, I demand one anyway, knowing that. There we go. I guess I should clear up here, huh? Yeah. Of course there's a gun guy in the back. Got him though. Excellent. Excellent. We're starting to get good at this. Dealing with all these stupid buttholes and their gimmicks. Despite being 10 full levels higher than my guy on veteran. Alright, looks like we almost cleared ourselves a little oasis here of non-hostility. Eastmeyer Shaman, huh? Well, you're the first one to get the bullet. You're second. You're third. Congratulations. I didn't want to kill this entire swamp, but like I said, it's kind of imperative to be able to have somewhere to run to, and I felt like I made too much linear progress. If that makes sense, like I felt like I had gone too deep without clearing an area. And I hold to that. I legit think I did. Yeah! Ah! No! No, 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 no. Good. Good so far. I just need to get those cadence procs off.
That skill's not ready.
Just get more cadence procs off. Keep this one isolated. Get the heal economy back up, and we're good. Those dogs are probably the most dangerous thing out here aside from the marksman. Move the camera. Okay, buddy. It's just me and you. And El Paso. You know, I just wanted to look over here, but I guess I'll take a fight. Sure. Did someone get... Ah, you turd. Okay, we got the witch doctor. That's the only thing that matters. The rest of this can be handled. Manhandled. Panhandled, even. Okay, buddy. I just need you to just lay down real quiet like in a pool of your own blood face down, gurgling. Thank you. I am not activating that. Look, I can be pretty dumb. I'm not that dumb. Good grief. Alright. Let me scratch my ear. I think we're here. I think this kind of matches what was on that map. Yeah, I think this is it. What on earth is going to meet me over here? Well, there's definitely going to be a witch doctor over here, I think. That's not fair, bro, that you could just go straight through your homies like that. Yes, there absolutely is a witch doctor behind them. Okay, I'm glad that didn't, like, completely screw me up. I think I got the witch doctor. I hope I got the witch doctor, because if I didn't, that's bad news. That's super bad news! Oh goodness, I am dead. I am mega dead. Okay. That's fine. That's not only fine, I want to sell all this stuff. All of it, because it's going to be worth a pretty penny. Also, none of it's, like, particularly great. Yes, there we go. Okay. Mudrow. Yeah, alright, good, good, good. Actually, that turned out great. Now I just have to thread the needle. I think I lost a ton of XP for that too. Not that I really care, but we're kind of already ahead just by dint of the fact that you know, I'm leveling off of these guys instead of the main path. Also because I leveled off of guys that were not on the path to the thing that is not on the main path, so it's a compounded issue there. I'm not I still don't want to take that. Honestly, I should put two-handed weapons on the loot filter, that like two-handed melee weapons, that because I can't use them and I don't want them. Like, not even to sell. They're too big, too bulky. Take this guy out. And their company. Let's make this area just that little bit safer, that little smidge, tiny bit safer. Okay, it's time to go upward, northward, onward. Hard to starboard. Okay, there we go. Let's do this the right way, where I don't get trapped like an idiot, beaten to death by 20-foot tall hulking monstrosities. Oh goodness, I definitely don't want to get whacked with the club. $561 XP, yeah, okay. I don't think that's anywhere near the amount of XP that I lost, but whatever. Yeah, aim at the crates, bro. That's what I really wanted you to do. Shotgun, huh? 47 to 268. Plus 82% acid damage. That's not what our guy is using. I don't think even the Arcanist has acid damage. Does he? I want to say that the Arcanist doesn't have acid damage. Like, as a thing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm not really sure who would have acid damage on a long gun. That's a little odd. I mean, I get it, right? Like, that's kind of a dim thing to say, as if though you... I mean, I guess maybe that applies to skills too, but it's just kind of weird to look at and be like, acid damage, okay. I'm taking these guys out because I do not want them involved in what's to occur momentarily. Also, I kind of wanted to see what was in that chest. Oh, I see you back there, bud. You're gonna die first. Okay. I think I can relax a bit now. It's tempting to just farm, but for XP here and like try to get out another level, but I'm not doing that for reasons I've covered before. Oh, are they gonna have a witch doctor with them? I mean, yeah, they are, right? Oh, good grief! Just another reason to take those turds out when they show up. Now, if I remember right, the witch doctors have a range limit. Ew. So bringing all these guys over here was a good idea. Goodbye, jerk. Okay, I still have the thing I need. Now then, what am I gonna have to fight to get through? Well, skeleton, huh? That's not good. Oh, okay, hold on. That's bad. I guess this will be a good test, but that's terribly bad. That's not something I wanted to see at level 35. To be seriously fair, that's not something I want to see at level now. That's not something I want to see at my level. I mean, I was kind of hoping to get the whole elemental stuff going, you know. Just poured me a little bit more Diet Coke. I kind of want to get this devotion shrine and then cut the video. Look at that HP. Good grief. Okay, Slowpoke. It's just you and me, pal. You, me, and time. Alright, well, they're not that bad. They don't seem to have any of the... I'm gonna shut up before I let those words escape my lips and jinx me. Doom me. I don't want to face anything nastier than this. Aw, crud. There's a... Can I please get that stupid priest? I didn't get him, did I? No. Please let me get him! Ah, crud. Okay. Oh, that's a knight. I need to just go ahead and kill everyone who isn't made of steel. Holy crap! What is going on? Why was I taking so much damage? Jerk! Oh. Woosa. Woosa. Okay. Deep breathing. Deep breathing. Okay. I'm gonna put the portal down here so that I don't have to walk across the entire swamp to get back here whenever I inevitably bite bone dust, apparently. Scrap, okay. Uroburik's Journal, Part 3. The Order, huh? Oh yeah, okay. I know what that's about. I don't know if that's kind of odd. Ah, Kurt. Are you serious? Multiple rounds of you fellas, huh? So the thing is that I recognize the name Uroburik now. It took me a second, and it explains all the freaking skeletons, you turd. Thanks. So you know how in Diablo, necromancers aren't actually, like, always bad guys? Kind of the same deal with the necromancers here, kind of. Sort of. Like, there's good necromancers and, like, neutral, normal necromancers. Or a Buruk, I do believe. Kind of. Sort of. He's a necromancer, I'll just leave it at that. This is a ton of dudes. That's a ton of dudes! Okay. I didn't realize I'd be fighting a ton of skeletons. Wow, that's nasty! Okay, for once one of those stupid ambush setups actually worked. Well, almost. I didn't die. If it had worked, I would have died. You know. It worked to spook me. That's bad! What the heck was that? I mean, lethal. That's what it was. It was lethal. For sure. I need to get back there. I'm glad I seemingly didn't lose that much XP. Wow, good grief. What the heck? Yeah, I think they're fighting each other, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stay away from these guys, because apparently they have some kind of, like, mortal wounds thing going on that they can commit. I remembered them being nasty. I didn't think it was because they had a special attack that was nasty. Don't. Don't. I'm just gonna assume that it was these guys doing some kind of weird special attack that did that. Now, I noticed earlier. Let me get my phone back on. Stop that. Now, I noticed earlier that yes, there's a promenade here overlooking the joint. It's not as useful as I was. Oh, good grief! Die, please. Thank you. You have to kill the priest. If you don't have enough damage to go over the top of his healing, you have to get rid of him. I mean, I know that sounds obvious, but it can be tempting to just continue trying to not deal with him, but you kind of have to just go for him at the earliest convenience. Okay. Excellent. Let's just go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do. Almost there. That is not leading where I need to go. And I don't want to level up too many more times, because that's going to make Arcovia, the place we gotta go to in Act 2, like, way, way harder. You don't want to go there at a high level. Like, at too high a level. Because that place scales upwards kind of frighteningly high, and you definitely do not want to be going up through there at, like, a higher level than you have to. Because there's almost like an almost nothing. There is an inflection point where it gets way harder. Oh, that's not good. Those guys are not, those guys don't mess around. Oh, crud. Okay. Don't get caught in the weird hook in the landscape. What the heck is that? I'm gonna just put that in the back of my mind for now and take care of these guys. I don't know if you noticed that, the dog thing that was on the left. Yeah, you see how much damage this dude's doing? Two of these guys would be a mega massive problem. Why can't I shoot that? Do I have to go around to shoot that? Come on. Oh, I'm dropping that. Okay, I dropped it. Okay. They're not following me, are they? Okay. So we can see now. I'm putting the portal down here. We can see now on the map where that shrine is. All we gotta do is just get to it. So naturally there's gonna be something absolutely positively murderously nasty. Ah, okay. Can we get around him? Good dog. Good dog. I just want the shrine. Thanks. Thanks, homie. We're leaving. Goodbye. I'll come back here never. Alright. Fantastic. And yes, you've lost your ever-loving mind if you think I'm fighting that thing. I'm not. I'm not. 19% Aether resistance. I'm gonna keep that, I think. Just for that. I think everything else is up for discussion of selling or stashing for other purposes. Okay, now I need to see if I can make that belt and those pants for the experience gain. Resilient plating. And scaled hide. I'm pretty sure I know where both of those come from. And that's Act 2 stuff. Rigid shell. Adept's gloves. That is not an experience granter. +5 experience gained, huh? Yeah, we're taking those. Yeah, buddy. +5% of movement speed, yeah, sure. 26% poison and acid resistance. This is gonna drop our Aether resistance though, which is nasty, but I don't care. I just want the experience gain. Rigid shell, huh? Well, that's whatever. We've got experience gain pants, which is dope. We are now getting another additional 5% experience, so we're getting +10% from veteran, +3% from that. Yeah, so +23% experience. That's dope. That's stupidly good. And we're gonna need it. So I'm going to cut the recording here and be back in a moment.